Good day, everyone. We are here to present our reports. It's all about soul making and the diversion principle. What is soil making? The word making in a soil making is derived from the Greek "pio," which means to be the author or maker of something from the layman's point of view. We are all artists for the simple reason that somehow we have accomplished something that can be attributed as alone. This is not to say nonetheless that as long as we have done something, whether good or bad, then we already deserve the artist. It is to be noted that a soul maker is someone who has created through his intelligence something unique and worthwhile. For example of soil making. Soil making, it means of connecting to our deepest nature. Soul making is communicating deeply with the inner realm or our own interest, being fully awake and aware by flooding our consciousness with eternal image. It is also an exploration and application of the imagination in an active way. As Aristotle would remind us that mind is always directed to the good, nevertheless hitting the mark of goodness is always difficult thing to do. In fact, we often use the term contribution to society. When the considered of the work of an artist, simply put, soul making is an exploration and application of the imagination in an active way, that it is to say in a good productive way. As example of soul making, we can mention crafting stories and transforming moments into image and symbols, which can either be an innate or lead skills or a combination of both. So there are the common soul making image that one can produce. Below are just some of the most productive manifestation with our first is personal history, like kanang inyohang kanang like kanang imuhang sa arts, like imuha siyang masulat sa essay, like dito nimo masulat ang imong ang mga personality, like dito nimo masulat ang imong mga gipang hunahunaan, like reflection of your personal history. And poetic musing of the heart, and metaphors, a story created to the translate nature's structures into human conclusionless poetry spaces. And drawing, sketch, caricature painting, like dito nimo masulat imo mga like magpaint ka, for example, diha nimo makita ang imong kaning caricature. Then speaking, talking, inspirational image, and space studies, and this is to how space matter and how artists utilize it.
There are some categories of soul making. So number one is crafting image. This includes the production by various forms and methods of visual representation of image. Any art form such as drawing, sketching, and sculpture can be used to perform this process. So sa crafting image is there are examples such as drawing is muna sa mga kanang example sa mga crafting image. So sketching kanang maggama kag mga sketch, like example kanang mag-sketch ka sa balay nimo or unsa ba is apil gyapon na sa crafting image. Ang sculpting pod katong pag-ukit-ukit og mga butang, like example kanang mga wooden products nga pwede na to siya i-sculpt siya para mahimo po sa form of arts. So number 2 is the crafting stories. An individual crafts his her stories when she writes down his her own personal feedback. So sa crafting stories, so aside sa mga inana, so di ta kahimo og mga arts within sa atong hunahuna. Syempre mag-una gina sa atong hunahuna og sa ato ang kwan kay sa paggama ta og arts napon na sa ato ang hunahuna daan ug unsa atong gamon, especially po sa mga kwan sa atong feedback po sa uban, makakuha po ta ang mga stories about nila ana nga makakuha ta kwan nila inspirational nga kana akong drawingon ana example dayon sa life values, deep feelings, ideas and emotions. Crafting could be done in any medium, which may be through planting, sculpting, drawing, writing stories and poetry, dancing, composting, of taking notes. So aside po ana sa makakuha po nato sa atong feelings, sa atong emotion, ang ato ang drawing sa crafting nato, kay without atong emotion di ta maka-reflect sa ato ang arts. And sa ato pong kuan kana sa dancing, pwede na to siya mahimo siyang example pod kay sa dancing pwede na to ma-express po dito sa dancing ang atong emotion. So pwede po siya ma-form of arts pod siya because kay sa drawing di nimo pwede nimo sa drawingon ang kana pinaka-memorable mong drawing ay pinaka-memorable mong sayaw nga di nimo malimtan, pwede nimo siya i-draw. There are steps in categories of soul making. So number 1 is step 1 is find your key emotion. So pinakauna gina ato ang makagama tag categories sa ato ang crafting image. So atong pangitaon ang ato ang kanang example atong emotion, pinaka-importante gyud na siya kayo kay maggikan sa atong utok or sa atong hunahuna. Step 2 is start with a hook. Step 3 write the story. Then after ana sa emotion nimo, pwede na siya mo igaman mo sa stories nga mauna mo ni hitabo ana dayon. Ang step 4 ana write a strong ending. So siyempre ang stories na ay sinugdanan na apoy katapusan. Sa step 5 is write a strong ending, and step 5 is reread your stories. Step 6 is edit your skillfully, and step 7 ask other for editing help. So pag after ana sa ending, so naa siya pwede nimo sa basahon ang imong story o kinaba siya tanan, and dayon pagkahuman i-edito nimo nga kung okay na ba imong stories. Then ang pinakalas nga step katong ask other for help. So pwede nimo siya kung tawag na sa critic ang imong story tungod kay di ba nimo yung perfect jud pagkatao mahimo ang imong stories ang kanang mabuo. So kinahanglan jud kag pa ng mga amigo bisag kinsa nimo kaila nga pwede nimo makapatabang pud nga mabuo imong stories. And number 3 is the craft. Sa example po ni sa some categories of soul making is a crafting instrument. So this involves transforming any found or used object into musical instrument that allows one to discover harmony and balance to produce a sound that is endearing and magical. So siyempre, so magama tag mga crafting products, siyempre na gini sa instrument. Without instrument, di ta makahimo ni ana. So mga example ni ana is anang mga butang object. Pwede niya to siya example ka na mag-sculpture ka. Siyempre, siguro kag-sculpture, di ka kahimo sculpture o wala nang kahoy or unsa may mo pagkulit o wala kay object ana. So sa musical instrument pod kanang mga instrument nato pwede pod siya nato mahimo dayon kanang kuan pod basta daghan siya ang mga kuan mga sige sunod. So ang ikaupat is crafting movements. Crafting movements is life is movement by Narciso 2026. Our lives are fully of movements, rhythms and flowing image accompanied by narratives. For artists who are more inclined to crafting movements, the pattern that life serves as persons provide the source of inspiration. So ang ikaapat nga some categories of sa soul making nato is siyempre naagay tay movement nga mahitabo. So dili po sa panahon na makahimo tayong ana wala tay gihok siyempre buhi gud ta so maglihok gyud pud ta. So example ni ana is kanang rhythms. So kanang mga rhythms nga mga kuan basta daghang example nga rhythms tapos mga narratives kanang kada adlaw natong gibuhat pwede nato siya i-narrate in everyday nato depende ug unsa ba dayon mura to.
7. The Vincian Principles. You might know Da Vinci as an artist, but he was an architect, scientist, musician, mathematician, inventor, anatomist, geologist, astronomer, cartographer, botanist, historian, and writer. Yun. Na siya kuan 7 principles, the Vincian Principles. Una is kuan curiosity, inquisitiveness. Ikaduha, demonstration, learning from experience. Ikatulo, sensation, use of the five senses. Ikaapat, pumato, openness to the mysterious. Ikalima, arts, science, balance, learning through the arts and sciences. Ikaunom ng corporalita, cultivating mental and physical fitness. Ikapito kay confusion, combinations, and connection. There na siya kuan sa curiosity, inquisitiveness. Curiosity is an initiatively curious approach to life and inheriting questions for continuous learning. Da Vinci is not the only one who embodied a seemingly if height supply for curiosity. Man of histories, great inventors and leaders had the desire to unlock the mysteries of life. Nasa ko andre duha ka kuan niya. So if I think about curiosity in two pieces question, what is and how come? Yung sa kuan niya curiosity, inquisitiveness, ang what if. Ask your brain to protect into the future. It helps you to see opportunities where you might have missed them. It helps you make connections and it's sneaky way to get your brain more goal oriented. Then what is I started to convention with this person. Then what is tried his new activity. What is I started that new workout program. What comes after what is typically magical. Ayan, sa curiosity niya, how come he gets you into why instead of passively observing the word or going into automatic responses. How come helps you questions both of your actions and others motivates. I believe these questions keeps me honest and alert. It forces to me to live more purposefully. Da Vinci did was with a second to his life. He was always creating and guessing and wondering how come helps you use very second of your life with a mission.
Okay, akong i-continue ang about sa mong topic sa 7 the division principles. Number 2, demonstration 1, learning from experience. There are two types learners, those who simplify, observe and what's happening between, and those who get involved by immersing themselves. So demonstration 1 about ni sa atong mga kuan learning experience, sa mga experience nato kung unsa atong kuan ginabuhat sa ato ang mga eskwelahan, mga activities, mga learnings about sa mga kuaning mga pag report or unsa ba mga klase sa mga art nga ato ang na experience sa ato ang eskwelahan. So number 3, sensation 1, use of five senses. Sensation 1 is the continual
refinement the senses, especially sight, as the means living experience we got for severe and sensualize the experience we have all heard. Stop to smell rose, but was least time you heard and smell rose? When was last time is actually spread of sapid smells roses and sure literal but also experience and visual. Even incredible world around him highlight the genius became of imo bang mga kanang mga experience nimo nga imuha na jung na kanang nabal-an na ba ning kanang imuha nga develop na kung unsaon nimo pag improve imuhang mga learnings, pag develop sa imuhang mga nakatunan kung unsa about sa pag example ana kanang mga creating sa mga stories, mga making of videos about sa mga making of this art in our surroundings. Number 4 is tomato opens to the mysterious tomato. Willingness embrace though ambi paradox and Axie Da Vinci and hard very unique understand the extreme opposite opinions on phenomena. So is tomato is paradox kanang mga phenomenon ba kanang pagsabot kung unsa about pagsabot about sa imuhang mga learnings anong pagbahig ba kanang pagbahig sa imuhang mga stories kung sa pag deliver pag understand kung unsa about imuhang gigama para asa na siya kung pwede ba na siya ma-apply nato sa tuang pag himo sa tuang mga nabalaan sa tuang learnings. So number 5, art is science balance learning through the art science and science develop to the balance between science art and logic imagination. So kani diri sa art science muna ni sa mga nato sa kana bang atoang kung unsa atong nasa atong hunahuna nga ma-imagine nato nga ma-imagine nato nga unsaon nato paghimo kanang imagination nimo kanang nang nasa hunahuna nimo nga imong i-drawing nga unsa imong nakita sa imong panan-aw nga imong ma-drawing mahuna-huna ra ba nimo nang dili ka nga mga para ma-develop nimo mo puna siya napuna sa mga napoy mga tao ana nga suwito sa mga art kabahin ra sa mga imagination kuan ra nila ba ning huna-hunaon ra nila nya diyong ilarang i-drawing nga unsa ilang nasa huna-huna nila nga ilarang mabutang dito kung unsa ilang nabuhat diyong. Let's continue. Although Vinci was in the around research of left brain thinking, the concept speaks of directly the brain thinking o sa mga example pod ani kanang pagmake gama og mga logic about sa mga logic science sa mga is about po na sa mga art Japon kay sa mga learnings man Japon na sa about sa mga arts. So okay mora to akong topic.
Let's continue the 7, the Vincian principle. Number 6, corporalita or cultivating mental and physical fitness. Corporalita is the cultivation of grace, audacity, fitness, and pose. The Vines was incredibly athletic in addition to his mental powerless. From early on, he realized that if he wanted his mind to perform at optical level, his body also had to be in top shape. I could not agree with this more. If I have a bad night's sleep, my work suffer. If I don't eat well, my energy is low. If I don't get enough movement, my back kills me. Contrary to our usual imprecision, Leonardo would have none of those characteristics of a genius mentioned above.
In fact, he was an expert equestrian who has found of stopping horses of full gallops by catching their reins. Indeed, he was not only mentally alert but also physical fit, one who supposed that idea Roman age means sana in corpus sano, a healthy mind in a healthy body. To maintain a healthy lifestyle, he recommended the following rules. Number 1, be aware of anger in grievous mood. Number 2, raise your head and keep your mind cheerful. Number 3, be covered well at night. Number 4, exercise moderately. Number 5, shun one stones and pay attention to diet. Number 6, eat only when you want and supplied. 7, keep upright when you're raised from the dining table. Number 8, do not be with the belly upward or the head lower. Number 9, let your wine be mixed with water. Take a little at a time, not between an empty stomach. Number 10, eat simple vegetables foods. Number 11, chew well. Number 12, go to the toilet regularly. Number 7, cognition or combination and connection. Cognition is a recognition of appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things in phenomena. I think this is one of the most complex and interesting, the Vincian principle. It has to do with something called system thinking. System thinking is when you are able to take vast amount of information and create rootness, less and organization.